Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another My Story animated reaction. This one is called My Life with 200 Bodyguards. So this should be an interesting story to react to. So let's see what happens in this video.
I was standing on the balcony in my room, screaming my lungs out, while my cousin Catherine stood next to me. Hello? Hello? Save me from this wretched queen and her snooty bodyguards. I will give 10,000 gold coins to anyone who saves me. No one can hear you, Merida, and even if they did, they won't go against the queen's orders. When I'm queen, I will demolish this stupid castle and build a big house with glass windows, and everyone can visit me, and I'll have lots of friends and pets and pastries. No, not pastries. They give me a sugar rush. Okay, so only friends and pets then. You wish. Just then, I heard the queen screaming my name, and I ran in the other direction to save my soul. Hi, I'm Merida, a real-life princess from someplace in the world. Please like and subscribe. My mom, the queen, was really strict, but she wasn't always like this. She used to be a fun-loving mom who loved spending time with me. But when I turned 5, Dad went out hunting. He fell from his horse, hurt his back, and was permanently bedridden. Mom had to take up all his responsibilities, and since then, she turned into the Wicked Witch of the West. To make matters worse, when I was 7, I was with my mom inaugurating a children's park when this homeless guy picked me up and started running. The guards caught him and saved me almost immediately, but Mom became extra paranoid and never allowed me to leave the palace. I wasn't allowed to go to school or play outside like normal kids. Growing up, the only friends I had were the palace workers or my royal tutors, who were really boring. My life sucked, and I hatched a new plan every week to escape the palace. Like this one time when I was 13, I tied a bunch of bedsheets and hung it down from my window. I was about to climb down when I saw how high it was and I chickened out. And another time, I climbed into the back of a van carrying pigs for the royal poultry farm. You, pig guy, drive or I'll behead everyone. Not pigs, obviously. They're cute. But I will behead you, I promise. The guy shot me a look and started driving. But 30 seconds later, the royal guards caught on to me. Mom found out and went ballistic. What were you thinking, Merida? That driver could have harmed you and taken you away forever. And that would have been a dream come true. Even staying with pigs is better than staying caged in a castle for one more day. I'm bored, annoyed, and I hate it here. It's for your own safety. Now quit complaining and go to your room. But I wasn't gonna give up so easily. So the next
Looks like the queen is the villain of this episode here. I've noticed that with this.
day, while Mom was away on palace duties, I tried sneaking out the kitchen back door, but my foot got caught on something. I tripped and crashed into a servant carrying a bunch of plates, and she landed on her butt. Are you okay? I looked up to see a girl my age staring in my face. She helped me get up, and just then, Mom came running. What have you done? That was really expensive china. Wow, Mom. You could have asked me if I was fine, but no, expensive china is more important. You know what I mean, and I see you've met Catherine. And that's how Catherine came into my life. Her dad was my dad's younger brother, and I'd met her when we were kids, but then she moved to France, and now Mom had invited her back to the palace. Catherine and I quickly became friends and spoke about everything under the sun. I told her about my boring life and how I was stuck in the castle, while Catherine told me all about her travels, which sometimes made me jealous. You know, Paris is really pretty. I love sitting on top of the Eiffel Tower and staring at the city. It's magical. And did you know that street churros don't taste the same as the ones we eat here? Of course you wouldn't, because I can't leave the castle. I know, you don't have to rub it in my face. Sorry, I didn't mean to, but why don't you just sneak out? You think I haven't tried? My mom has the nose of a dog. She can smell me out. But you didn't really have help before. Really? You'll help me? Of course. What are sisters for? Catherine kept her promise, and the next day when Mom left for her daily royal duties, she led me through the back gate of the castle. The guards were scattered everywhere, so Catherine and I had to be careful. We were hiding behind a huge wall, trying not to get spotted, when a huge trash truck stopped right in front of us, and Catherine signaled for me to climb in. This is your brilliant idea to sneak me out? A trash truck? I'm sorry if it's not up to your expectations, but it's literally the only way out that will escape the guards' attention. Whatever, fine. After the longest, bumpiest, and smelliest ride of my life, the truck finally stopped. Without warning, Kathy yanked me out like a bag of potatoes, and we fell into some bushes nearby. Welcome to the real-life princess. Let's go. I look like a homeless person dipped in a pile of poop. I'm not going anywhere looking like this. But it's the perfect disguise. Who would think a princess is walking around smelling like a pig?
Peppa Pig.
Purina Cat Chow.
Oh,
For
my
cats.
God. I saw the Peppa Pig thing. That was funny.
Don't forget that when I'm queen, Yeah, you'll behead half the population. Can we go now? We only have a few hours before the queen comes back. It took years before I was finally out of that miserable palace, so I didn't want to waste any time. Catherine took me to a photo booth to capture my first day out, and we ended up clicking a dozen pictures. I was still in the photo booth when she went outside to get something to eat, and this really cute boy walked in. I tried to run away before the boy saw my face, but I tripped over my own foot and went flying into his arms.
Whoa. Is it fate, or did the most beautiful girl in the world fall into my arms?
He smiled and my heart raced, but just as he came closer, I started sneezing like crazy.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I must be allergic to something. Just give me Just then, the curtain flew open and Kathy angrily pulled me out. The hot dogs in her hand went flying, and one of them hit the pretty boy in the eye.
Ow! Wait, will I ever see you again?
No, now get out of our way. As Kathy dragged me away, I waved goodbye to the boy, feeling like I'd just lost the love of my life. We went through a secret tunnel through a church that opened at the backside of the castle, and I was stunned to know that something like this even existed. We quickly slipped inside the castle before someone noticed. Wow, that was so cool. How did you know about this? My dad might have mentioned it. Then why did you drag me through the trash truck? Seriously? That's your concern? If that boy hurt you, the queen would have killed me for sneaking you out. It was a mistake, and I'm not doing it again. But now, I didn't need Catherine's help. I already knew about the secret tunnel. So the next day, I sneaked out through the passage and went straight into town. I went back to that photo booth where I saw the same boy sitting outside kicking the air.
You came. I was hoping I'd run into you again. I couldn't stop thinking about you.
Neither could I.
I'm Romeo.
I'm Juliet.
Right. Want to get out of here, Juliet?
It was lame, but I wasn't going to tell him my name yet. I need to trust him completely. And for all I know, his name wasn't Romeo either. Over the next few days, I sneaked out every day just to meet Romeo, and I was smitten. He was cute, fun, really kind, and even volunteered at a local children's hospital at times. One day, he took me to the hospital with him, and I could see how everyone's eyes just lit up seeing Romeo. Hi, Romeo. Is this your new girlfriend? She's very pretty. Are you guys gonna get married?
Well, her name is Juliet, so the chances are high.
I blushed as Romeo winked at me, and my insides exploded with excitement. Later that evening, he asked me out, and we shared our first kiss, which was magical. I knew I was falling for him. So a few days later, while I walked back home, I decided to tell Mom everything about Romeo. But just as I crossed the secret passage, I saw a bunch of guards waiting for me on the other side. The head bodyguard, Markle, immediately grabbed me and carried me as I kicked and screamed. Hey, put me down right this minute, or I'll have your head served to me on a platter.
Sorry, Princess, but the Queen will skin me alive if I don't deliver you to her. I prefer to be beheaded at this point.
Oh, you stupid bug-eyed giant mooncalf! I'll make your life miserable when I'm queen.
Can't wait.
Markle finally sat me down, and a second later, Mom walked in looking pissed. She threw a bunch of photographs on the table along with a news article. I stared in shock with all my pictures all over the tabloid with the most hideous headline. The princess who smells like rotten eggs and kissing a commoner is a disgrace and not fit to rule. Hey, that's not fair. I do not smell like rotten eggs. You think this is a joke, Merida? I've spent a lifetime building my reputation, and I will not let you destroy it in seconds. And how dare you leave without my permission? Mom, come on. It was only one outing. Okay, 2. Okay, sorry, 20. But look at the bright side. Nothing happened to me. No one kidnapped me, which means it's safe to travel outside. But Mom didn't care and left angrily. The next few days were miserable. The security around me was tighter than ever, and this time, no one was allowed to enter my room. Not even Catherine. Things got worse when a week before my 18th birthday, Mom announced my engagement to the prince of some country. Can't say the name, sorry. And along with that, the date of my coronation. I felt lost and furious. Late one night, I was sulking in my room when someone knocked on my door. I opened it and saw Romeo standing outside. I pulled him in immediately before someone saw him. What are you doing here? If my mom sees you, you're dead meat.
I will leave Merida, but before that, you need to know something. Catherine isn't who you think she is.
What do you mean? Before Romeo could say more, the
Is that Catherine, bitch? The thread of this video? I thought it was the mom.
door burst open, and Mom came in with Catherine and some guards, who immediately grabbed Romeo. Mom, no! Let him go!
I can't believe you would stoop so low, Merida. Wasn't it enough that you embarrassed me in the newspapers, that now you were planning on escaping with this peasant?
Mom, Romeo is a very nice guy, and I wasn't going anywhere with him.
And
You can ask Catherine. She's met him before. Tell them. I have no idea what you're talking about, Merida. I've never seen this guy before in my life. Why are you lying? I'm not. I was in my room when I heard noises coming from your chamber. I heard him telling you that he's here to take you away. And as a loyal servant of the royal court, it was my duty to inform the queen. You backstabbing witch. I will...
Enough! I'm so disappointed in you, Merida. Now, until the members of the royal court decide what to do with you, you will not leave your room.
For the next couple of days, I was locked in my room with 2 guards at the door the whole time. I had no idea what happened to Romeo, but I prayed he was okay. About a week later, I was summoned by the royal court members who had apparently made a decision about me.
After a week of deliberation, the royal court has concluded that Princess Merida has gone against Act 54 of the royal constitution that states, "The queen in line shall not interact with commoners or have personal relations with them before her coronation."
Seriously? There's a constitution like that?
Shh! The princess has not taken her duties seriously. Therefore, she will be replaced by the next person in line to the throne.
Wait, Catherine? Seriously? Unbelievable!
Merida, be respectful before the members of the court.
No, if all of you think that I'm the problem and Catherine is the next best thing, then I have no respect. And what's wrong with interacting with the very people, commoners, we're supposed to rule? I was about to storm off when suddenly Romeo ran in through the doors with several guards following behind him. Catherine's eyes widened in shock as he marched straight to Mom. How did you get out?
I've lived on the street. We pick up a trick or two when it comes to escaping. But first, everyone needs to know the truth. My name is Romeo Buffet. I met the princess through Lady Catherine, who paid me to lure her out of the palace, expose her face to the media, and ruin her name.
You did what? Romeo went on to tell everyone how his little sister was a patient at the children's hospital where he volunteered. She was sick and needed surgery.
I needed money for the surgery, so when Lady Catherine approached me to work for her, I couldn't say no.
He's lying. He has no proof.
You can see my phone. I have the messages. Your Majesties, I did a terrible thing trying to ruin the princess's reputation, and I couldn't live with myself if I didn't confess the truth.
Kathy.
so Catherine is the villain of this video. Holy crap.
Why? Suddenly, Catherine turned to me with angry, bloodshot eyes. Because this crown belongs to me. It should have gone to my dad after his brother fell sick. But you, queen, you snatched it away. My father lived in misery all his life when he was the rightful king. So that's why you came back, for the crown. Of course. You thought I came here to be friends with your sorry butt? Please. I hired this butthead so I could somehow ruin your reputation in front of the court, and your mom would banish you from the throne on her own. I would have succeeded if this jerk wouldn't have barged in. I'm gonna kill you when I'm the queen.
Which will be never. I've heard enough. Get this girl out of here. And if I ever see your face near the palace again, Catherine, you'll never see the light of day again.
The room was quiet as Kathy was dragged out of the hall kicking and screaming. And that was the last time I saw her. The queen then got up, grabbed the scroll from the royal speaker, and tore it to pieces.
What are you doing, Your Majesty? That's the only copy of the Constitution there is. I'm the queen, and I make or break the Constitution.
I'm sorry, Merida. I thought I was doing the right thing by keeping you safe.
Sometimes parents can be wrong.
I wasn't the best daughter either, Mom. I made life tough for you when all you wanted was to keep me safe. I promise I'll be better. Mom and I hugged it out and finally made up. Overcome with emotion, I ran to Romeo and hugged him too. I'm still mad at you for deceiving me, but I get why you did what you did. Also, I missed you a lot. Think we could start again?
Nothing would make me happier.
Romeo and I started dating officially. His sister's surgery was a success and was fully paid for by the palace. 2 years later, I was officially 21. Romeo and I tied the knot, and I was ordained as the next queen. Don't worry, I haven't beheaded anyone. Yet.
Oh my god. That was an interesting video right there. I like that story. So, yeah, that was an interesting thing with that. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next video for My Story Animated is. So, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one.